spoiler, Performax Labs HyperMax-3D is the best pre-workout that we've had in 2021. We absolutely love it. So there, that is your takeaway before we even dive into it. Welcome inside the Fitness Informant HQ. I'm Fitness Informant founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye here with a 100% honest, no bullshit supplement review of the brand new pre-workout from Performax Labs called HyperMax-3D. Now, little caveat here, we've always been a fan of Performax Labs. They've always done things we thought in cool, innovative ways in terms of their formulations. They've always been extremely effective, but where the brand lacked in the past was marketability. They didn't have dollars to market the brand. Their packaging was meh, but now they've upgraded their packaging, and their new formula of HyperMax-3D actually replaces the two versions of HyperMax that was previously on the market. That was HyperMax and HyperMax Extreme. So today, we're going to talk about HyperMax-3D on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredient profile, what's in this. Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Third, we're going to talk about flavor. Fourth, mixability, as well as show you a mixability video here on camera. And then finally, talk about value. So, spoiler, Performax Labs HyperMax-3D is the best pre-workout that we've had in 2021. We absolutely love it. So there, that is your takeaway before we even dive into it. But now it's time to dive into it, to educate, to inform. So here we go. The formula has 2 different matrices. The first is the pump and performance matrix. The second is going to be the energy and focus matrix. No, this is not a prop blend. They're just how they kind of split up the supplement facts panel. We start out with the new novel ingredient called 3D Pump Breakthrough. This is a new ingredient on the market as of 2021. We've seen it now in several different formulas that will be coming out. Performax Labs HyperMax-3D is actually, I think, the first formula to be commercialized in the United States that contain this ingredient. We get 6 grams of 3D Pump Breakthrough. So 3D Pump Breakthrough is a blend of 3 ingredients. No, it's not a prop blend, but it is citrulline, pure citrulline, glycerol, and alma fruit extract or extract on it. So what's so cool about this new unique ingredient is other forms of glycerol, for instance, and other formulas tend to clump up over time because it doesn't have stability. The stability of 3D Pump Breakthrough on this is much better than the competitors on the market. Therefore, it can withstand longevity inside a container. It's not going to break down. It's not going to clump. The combination of citrulline with the weight of glycerol and the addition of alma fruit extract in here has been shown in studies from the group behind this brand to increase muscular circumference. And there's some really cool stuff there that's done on human studies. So 6 grams is the recommended dosage of 3D Pump Breakthrough. We get that here in Performax Labs HyperMax-3D. Now, just I should have said this at the beginning, we are going to be talking about this on a 2 scoop. So that is, in my opinion, a full serving here. So this is a 40-20 serving breakdown. I believe 2 servings or 2 scoops is going to be your full efficacious dose. So the second ingredient here, beta-alanine, probably the most common used ingredient in pre-workouts. A lot of people associate the tingles with beta-alanine. Yes, that comes with it. The 3.2 grams is the clinical dosage of beta-alanine that can help actually improve muscular endurance, buffer lactic acid, so it can reduce exhaustion within the muscle, allowing you to work out longer. L-citrulline used at 3 grams. Now, I mentioned earlier, and 3D Pump Breakthrough also contains L-citrulline. There is 3 grams in every 6 gram dose of 3D Pump Breakthrough, and then we get an additional 3 grams of citrulline here for a combined 6 grams of pure citrulline. So citrulline in its pure form, traditionally what we would want to look for is 3 to 5 grams of citrulline to be that precursor to arginine, which is going to improve nitric oxide in the body. We get 6 grams here, so it's over that threshold, and it's kind of typically what we've been seeing within the pre-workout world. Betaine used at 2,500 milligrams. Betaine used for a lot of different functions, one being muscular recovery, but in this case, it's going to help with power and strength output. That 2.5 grams is really what we see on the market today, and it's the proven dosage of betaine. And then lastly, here in the pumps and performance matrix is S7. So S7 is a blend of 7 different plants that has been shown in studies to improve nitric oxide levels by up to 230%. Now, that's a huge, bold claim. I don't know if I fully believe it, but there is benefit to S7. It's basically a microdose at 50 milligrams. You're able to get bigger pumps with smaller dosages, and S7 rounds out the formula in terms of pumps and performance. Now we go to the energy and focus matrix, where, yes, pumps are great on this product. We're going to talk about that in effectiveness, but this is really where I enjoy the product the most. We started with 2 full grams of tyrosine. Tyrosine is getting more and more popularity within pre-workouts. We typically would see it at 1 gram. Now it's at 2 grams. helps with cognition, improve mind-muscle connection. And for me personally, that's really what I strive and derive from a pre-workout is I want that focus. I need that mental clarity in the gym more than any caffeine, more than any pump product. That's really kind of what I look for. The next ingredient here is ThinFen, which is phenylethylamine, PAA. It's a long word. It's here on the thing. It's PEA. So PEA is really cool. The downside to PEA is the half-life is 5 to 10 minutes. So at this dosage, 400 milligrams, and Performax Labs has used this in the past. Again, I love the ingredient, especially for me, somebody who gets up at 4 a.m. and works out. That first 5 to 10 minutes is absolutely important for me to get in the right mindset to lift, or my whole workout can be shot. So yes, I'd like this to withstand longer, and there are certain ingredients that can actually improve the half-life, including hordenine, but that is fine. That ingredient particularly finds itself on the dietary supplement ingredient advisory list, meaning that brands are shying and staying away from it. So 400 milligrams of PEA is going to help elevate your mood, can help elevate your focus, but it does wear off over time. The combination of that with caffeine and other stimulants still can prolong it. Then we get caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams. This is a hefty dose of caffeine, okay? If you don't feel anything from this pre-workout, here's my recommendation. Get off stims, take a stim break, reduce it, reset the body and calibrate the body so that way 400 milligrams of caffeine is actually going to work for you. NeuroPEA used at 250 milligrams. So another brand version. This is actually Uriah Gerensis, which is a very effective ingredient. Just not a lot of brands use it anymore because it's one of those ingredients that you're not really sure how to approach it. Uriah Gerensis can help improve mood, can help elevate focus, can help with energy, can actually increase thermogenesis as well. It's a really cool ingredient. We have a full section at Fitness Informant. I'm actually a huge fan of the ingredient myself. Cocoa beetroot oil used at 60 milligrams. We typically find cocoa beetroot oil used between 50 and 100 milligrams. Really can help elevate mood, energy, but the biggest thing here is increase in thermogenesis. You're going to sweat when you take HyperMax-3D. The next ingredient here is basically bitter orange extract or synephrine at 50 milligrams. Another stimulant, combine that with caffeine, and that can help prolong that PEA I was talking about earlier. But synephrine, commonly used in fat burners, can help thermogenesis or increase thermogenesis and help prolong energy over an extended period of time. And then the last ingredient here at 2 milligrams is the alpha-yohimbine version, which is strong, okay? Alpha-yohimbine at this dose is going to be sufficient. What this could potentially do, though, for people who are not used to alpha-yohimbine is it can give you the cold sweats. So if you're somebody who cannot tolerate yohimbine, alpha-yohimbine is even a stronger version of that. You might have a hard time with it. Overall, in terms of the actual profile on this thing, it's pretty loaded. I mean, you're knocking out every pillar. You're getting energy, focus, pumps, and you're getting strength and power along with endurance. So for me, it's a very well-rounded profile using some ingredients we don't see anymore that I actually really enjoy. And it's nice to see it here in HyperMax 3D. In terms of effectiveness, great. Like I said, this is my favorite pre-workout I've tried in 2021. I'll even go a step further and say this is one of my favorite pre-workouts I've actually ever had here since I've been running Fitness Informant. It just hits right. Great energy. You don't get the crash. The addition of PAA and Uriah Gerensis can, kind of alleviate some of that stim highs that you're going to get from the caffeine and the synephrine in this and the alpha-yohimbine. So I don't get the crash. Focus is phenomenal. The tyrosine, the PAA, and the Uriah Gerensis together along with caffeine just does a really, really nice job. Pumps are going to be, in terms of just like a straight pre-workout, pumps are going to be much better with HyperMax-3D than a lot of the pre-workouts in the market with that 3 grams of citrulline, the S7, and then the 6 full grams of that 3D pump breakthrough. And then in terms of endurance and strength output, the betaine and beta-alanine is a nice addition. Probably, more fueled by the stims and the mind-muscle connection, honestly, on those two aspects than betaine and beta-alanine alone. But again, it does work extremely well. It's really kind of a partnership with that supplement facts panel and that profile. A really well-done profile is going to lead to an effective pre-workout. In terms of flavor, we got to try all 4 flavors. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here in the video explaining each and every flavor. You can go to fitnessinformer.com or click the link below to go dive into each of the flavors. But there's raspberry limeade, there's papaya mango, there's rocket bomb, and then there's Hawaiian pineapple punch as well. Again, all very good. I don't really think any of them, there wasn't one that was like extremely higher than the others. They were all very similar, around like that 9 out of 10 range. I did enjoy all of them. Mixability is probably the only thing on this that's going to get like a knock. And it's not even a knock. It's just when you do 1 scoop and 8 ounces of water, as you're going to see here on the video, you do get sediment that falls to the bottom of the shaker cup. There are certain ingredients, people, that are just not soluble in water. They're just not going to mix in. Hence why, if you buy an RTD, for instance, on the market, they're going to be very clear because they don't use those ingredients that don't dissolve within water. So, yes, there's sediment. Yes, there's particles. Is it a deterrent from buying this? Absolutely not, because it's such a great pre-workout. In terms of value, 40-20 serving. I'm just going to say it's a 20 serving for $45. That's right in line with the competitive set. I think this is a better pre-workout than a lot of the ones that I've tried. On top of that, couple that with code INFORMANT, knock off 20%. That's going to knock off $9, making this a $36 pre-workout for 20 servings. So again, one of the best pre-workouts that I've actually ever had. If you want to buy this, look below for a purchase link and that coupon code to knock off a few bucks for you. And the link below as well, that'll take you over to fitnessinformant.com to read a more in-depth written review. Make sure you follow us on our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below. Check out our podcast. It's called the Iron Union Podcast. It's right here on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and all major podcast platforms. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, news deals, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website, online, fitnessinformant.com.